Welcome back. If you're new here, we're the Prochaskas, a family of 5 traveling the country in our fifth wheel RV. This episode, we're in New Orleans, Louisiana. We're going to take you along as we venture into downtown New Orleans, have some beignets at Cafe Du Monde, meet real-life hurricane hunters, and try to fix our stubborn auto-leveling jack.
I gotta strike a blow, 'cause practice makes perfect, you know. This struggle got purpose.
Let's get this party started. So where are we heading?
Where are we headed?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you don't know beignets, they're yummy. That's yummy.
I thought Deacon said that he didn't want it.
Well, they sound really tasty.
What did we learn in our Magic Treehouse book?
That Louis Armstrong got famous for going on boats, cruises, and playing his instruments on them.
Yes, jazz.
What was his nickname?
Dipper.
Dipper.
Is it beignet? I can't get a something like beignet.
Beignet.
Got it.
But the girl won't look back to see if I am looking back to see if she is looking back to see if I am waving back at her. Oh, but we gotta wave in this.
Gentlemen, you got yeah.
What are those?
These are beignets.
Beignets. Cafe Du Monde.
Their sugar is really good.
Oh, well, yeah, I thought. What do you guys think? Is it worth it? Not sure yet.
It's really good.
Look at this. This is.
Jackson Square. I read about that.
Yeah. Okay.
You're hungry?
Really hungry.
Hi, hungry. I'm Sherry. Something's happening. Media interviews? No idea what we just happened upon. NASA's here.
Hey, what's your job? On a hurricane.
Why is the plane called Miss Piggy?
Do you have a guess?
Not really.
The best story that I've heard is back in the 70s when we first started to name our airplanes. You know, as I was kind of mentioning, our planes are kind of flying laboratories. And so in between the projects, when we're taking stuff off and putting stuff back on, I'm sure like your bedroom, it never gets dirty, right? Or sometimes our plane gets a little messy inside. We've got wires hanging over and we're, bringing new equipment in and out. And so we had a guy come on our plane one time. I was like, gosh, this plane looks like a pigsty. Miss Piggy must live here, right? And so our crew took a little bit of offense from that. They're like, this isn't a pigsty. Miss Piggy might be a pig, but she is a very clean pig. She wears all the nice dresses and she's very, very clean about herself. So even though we may have been called a pig, we're very clean about it. And so therefore, this is Miss Piggy. And then do you know who Miss Piggy's boyfriend is? Is it Kermit the Frog? So our other aircraft, NOAA 42, is Kermit. So we have Miss Piggy and Kermit, our two P3s.
So how does the turbulence compare to like what we would feel on a commercial airplane?
Hopefully you never feel the turbulence that we feel.
Okay, so it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, but it's all controlled. The aircraft itself is not designed really any different than what an airliner might be designed for. It's just how we fly the plane. You'll see in the flight station there's 3 seats, there's 2 pilots, and then a flight engineer in the middle. And as we work together to maintain a safe airspeed as we're going through that turbulence, we make sure the wings stay on the plane.
A drone do what you do?
No, not exactly, not yet.
Okay.
So, see those holes in the bottom of the plane? Those hold what we call AHPTs. There's an example of them up in the aircraft. So imagine it's like 6 inches around and about like yay tall. And so just this past year in Hurricane Ian, we've helped develop a drone that we can launch from the aircraft. And so instead of having a drone that's got to be big enough to fly 1,000 miles out, fly a mission, and fly back, what we're doing is we're flying the drone out to the storm, dropping it in the eye of the storm where it's relatively calm, allowing that drone to do profiles similar to what this instrument gives us, vertical profiles of the atmosphere, but also measurements of that lower level boundary, or spirals through the atmosphere, going into the eye wall. A drone can do some of that work with shorter range, transmitting all that data back to the plane and sending it back out at that point.
I came out of the back bunkhouse. There were no stairs.
You fell?
Yes.
That's horrible.
I came out of the back bathroom door.
Oh.
Yeah. Straight down to the gravel on my butt.
Really?
Yes.
You didn't look?
No.
Are you okay?
I laid there for a little bit. I looked at all y'all. You're all just over here. No one even heard me.
Didn't hear you go, ah!
I was so stunned. I didn't even scream. I know. You would have loved to see it. I took one step down, like the stairs were going to be there, and I just went straight down.
What's all over your leg?
The dog water that I was bringing out to give to Scout.
Huh.
I know.
Well, sorry about that.
So are you planning on replacing both the motor and the leg?
Well, I think I'm going to just try to do the motor first and see if that makes a difference. That's the easiest and fastest, but I'm just going to prepare for the worst and need to do the whole thing.
In case you missed last week, to catch you up, the past 2 times we've tried auto leveling, we've been getting a variety of jack errors that have included out of stroke, right middle jack, left front jack, and right front jack. So we've manually leveled both times, reached out to Lippert and Grand Design. Lippert was closed and Grand Design suggested that it could be a bent jack. We haven't seen any indication of a bent jack, but we have noticed the motor sounding strange. So we ordered a motor and new leg and started by replacing the motor. After the new motor is installed, we clear the error by rehoming the jacks and attempt to auto level again. So we're putting all the jacks down
6 inches, right?
Yep.
Now, to reset the homing, hold the retract button and then it'll rehome everything. Yeah, the air's clear. Now, we'll lower the front too, raise it up, off the truck, and then hit auto level, see what happens.
So that's a problem. All right, should I call up Lippert?
Thank you for calling the Lippert Customer Care Center. For RV products, press 1. For technical support, press 2. For Kurt Brandon, for assistance with leveling, slide outs, and camber jacks, please press 1. For one control. All right. What can I try to help you with today?
I called earlier. I have a case number. I don't know if you want that.
All right. Is it regarding your leveling on your Grand Design?
Yes.
All right. What can I try to help you with?
So we are getting an error. We've put all the jacks down 6 inches and retracted them to clear it, and then we try to auto level and it says error right front jack.
So originally you were getting the out of stroke error and the right front jack error?
Yes.
And are you guys just trying to get level right now? Or are you trying to retract?
We're trying to get level. Yeah, so we got the error originally on Sunday and we just set up manually leveled it because you guys weren't open, and now we're trying to diagnose it before we head to the next spot.
So generally with that jack fault, it's going to be one of two things. Usually it's either going to be an issue with the jack or the harness, or it's going to be usually voltage related. If the voltage drops, can cause that error. But the only way to actually clear it from the system is if you can successfully rehome those jacks, which is extending them all 6 to 8 inches, and then holding that retract button until they've all fully retracted on their own. Do you have 4 or 6 jacks on that system?
6. Here's my husband. Hold on one second.
Yeah, so we got the 6. I've got them retracted right now, 6 inches.
Usually that error is going to continue to come back if there is an error with that particular jack.
Okay.
Usually if it's voltage related, it will jump around, usually a voltage issue. So if it stays on the same jack, it's usually related to that particular jack.
All right, yeah, I had a left front earlier, so I'm connected to shore power. We've been connected to shore power for 2 days now since we got here. So like, what does that mean? My batteries are going dead and it's not holding the charge and it's draining it, or what do you think?
Possibly, because it's a 12 volt system, so that system's going to look for 12 volts of DC current. When you connect to shore, solar generator, anything like that, and put it in a charging state, it compensates that drop in DC voltage with a high amp current. The lower that voltage drops, the higher the amperage, and that system can then kind of amp itself out to protect itself from damage. And it's usually when it starts to throw those error codes.
Okay. So that would mean that I've got 2 batteries on this, you know, and I just replaced one not too long ago, so I thought they'd be good. But yeah, okay. I'll check the voltage. I did verify the voltage at the battery on the terminal was 13.09 at the battery itself. So, but you're saying it needs to have a draw on it to actually get the true voltage that it's when it's pulling something.
And
Okay.
disconnect from shore. To determine if it's going to be a controller issue, you can swap the harness between what is it, your front jack, left front?
Yeah, left and right fronts. Okay.
Anything else I can answer for you?
No, I got a lot of troubleshooting to do.
If you run into any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll be happy to help.
All right, thank you. I mean, we brand new batteries, so we haven't had any failures. So we could swap the harnesses and see if it continues to stay left or right. If it goes to the left, then we can know that's the problem. Measure the draw on the we turn on the inverter and then unplug it from shore power, and that's gonna, because the battery, the fridge is gonna draw it. We don't need to move any awnings.
Okay. So I'll turn off the ACs, you unplug from power, and I'll turn on the inverter, and then we'll measure the batteries. Because if they show error, then we go to Costco now and fix it. Or I'll go while you're on your call. It doesn't reach.
A little bit more. Getting pretty good at this whole clearing the air and homing the jacks. I cannot say I've never done that before.
What's happening? Why is it doing that?
Should have put it back on the truck. That's okay.
At this point, the front two jacks are completely out of sync from all the manual up and down, that one comes off the ground, leaving the other to hold all the weight. This is not good. As if there was any doubt in your mind, this is when we officially boarded the Hot Mess Express. Choo choo!
See if it's going down.
It's not moving. Now it's going up. It went up, but it stopped. It's going up. Go down?
Yeah.
Here again. You want us to go to Costco while you're on your call?
Yeah.
Did you see the battery was down to 10?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
It's just draining the batteries. Can you stop filming?
In the world blind.